Your dog just walked into the room and looked at you. Not because they wanted food, or they heard something. They just looked at you and then left. They've done it 3 times today, probably more, and you've barely noticed. But researchers who spent years studying this exact behavior found something that completely changes what those quiet little check-ins actually mean. And once you understand it, every single one of those moments is going to feel different. Your face is their compass. There's a behavior scientists have studied extensively in human infants. When a baby encounters something unfamiliar, a strange face, an unexpected sound, or something they don't know how to feel about, they don't react immediately. They look at their mother first, not to ask for help, not to be rescued, to know how to feel. Scientists call this social referencing. Your dog does the exact same thing. In a study where dogs were placed near an unfamiliar object, something slightly strange, slightly uncertain, 83% of them did not react to it directly. They looked at their owner's face first, not a stranger in the room, not another dog, their owner's face, to know how to feel about what they were seeing. When the owner's expression said safe, the dog relaxed and approached. When it said uncertain, the dog pulled back. Your dog is not just checking on you when they walk into that room, they are checking in with you, using your face to orient themselves in their world, the way a child uses their mother's. You're not just their person, you're their emotional compass, and they've been reading you, quietly, since the day you brought them home. They're asking a question you never heard. Here's what makes this more interesting. Your dog can't ask you questions. They have no words for the things they need to know. Is this okay? Are we safe? Should I worry about that sound? So they ask with their eyes instead. Walk in, look at you, read your face, and walk out. Researchers watching this behavior closely notice something specific. The check-in isn't random. It increases when something changes, when there's a new sound outside, when someone unfamiliar is nearby, when the energy in the house shifts even slightly. In those moments, your dog doesn't bark, doesn't react, doesn't do anything. They come find you first, because before they decide how to feel about whatever just happened, they need to see your face. They need to know what you think. And only once they have that information do they decide what to do with it. Think about what your dog is actually doing every time they walk in and look at you. They're not interrupting. They're not being needy. They're consulting the only authority they trust with the question they can't say out loud. Your mood is their weather. This is the part that changes things, because social referencing doesn't just happen when something unusual occurs. For deeply bonded dogs, it becomes constant, woven into their whole day. Research from the University of Jyväskylä found something remarkable. Dogs and their owners developed synchronized heart rate patterns during calm moments together. When the owner was relaxed, the dog's nervous system reflected it. When the owner's internal state shifted, the dog's shifted too. Not because the dog was watching for it, because they were already so attuned, through thousands of those quiet check-ins, that the connection had gone below conscious behavior entirely. Your mood has become their weather, the emotional climate of your home, the way you carry yourself on a hard day, the particular quality of your silence when something's wrong, the lightness in how you move when you're okay. Your dog reads all of it, continuously, without you doing anything, and the check-ins, those quiet walks into the room, that look, that pause, that's how they stay calibrated. That's how they keep their reading of you current. They're not checking if you're there, they're checking who you are today. They chose you specifically. Here's something worth sitting with. When your dog was new, to you, to your home, to everything, they didn't know whose face to trust. They were figuring it out, reading everyone, testing everything. Every person who came through the door was someone they had to assess from scratch. But something happened over time, slowly, without either of you noticing. Research on social referencing in dogs consistently shows one finding that stands out. Dogs reference their owner differently than they reference anyone else. The same uncertain object, the same strange sound, the same unfamiliar situation. With a stranger in the room, dogs react to it directly. With their owner, they look at the owner first. The face they turn to when the world feels uncertain isn't the nearest human. It's the specific human they decided to trust. That decision was built gradually, through every walk, every quiet evening, every time you were there when something felt uncertain and things turned out okay. Your dog noticed that, filed it away, kept coming back to check. And somewhere in all of that, without any training, without any instruction, they made a decision. This is the face. This is the one I check with. This is the person whose expression tells me what the world means. Out of every human they've ever encountered, they chose yours. That's not habit. That's not instinct in the impersonal sense. That is a specific choice, made about a specific person, renewed every single day through every single check-in. What the glance actually carries. So the next time your dog walks in, looks at you, and leaves, you know what's actually happening now. They're not bored. They're not being strange. They're not asking for food or a walk or anything you can hand them. They're doing what they've always done, what they've done 1,000 times without you knowing what it meant. They're reading your face, using it to navigate their day, carrying what they find there back out into whatever comes next. Your expression when you're okay, that information goes with them. Settles something in their nervous system that lets them rest, play, exist without worry. Your face on an ordinary afternoon, when nothing is wrong and nothing is needed and life is simply passing through a quiet house. That face is doing something you never knew it was doing. It is telling your dog that everything's all right, and for them, that is everything. There's something no one tells you when you bring a dog home, that you are agreeing, without knowing it, to become someone's compass, someone's reference point, the face they will turn to for the rest of their life, every time the world feels uncertain. They will check on you when things are loud and when things are quiet, when something's wrong and when everything's fine, when they need reassurance and when they simply want to confirm what they already know, that you're still there, that your face still says what it's always said, that everything is okay. If this changed how you see those quiet little visits, share it with someone whose dog does the same thing. Because somewhere, right now, a dog is walking into a room to look at the face they trust most in the world, and that face is yours.